What's going on, everybody? My name is Ed, and in this video I am finally going to be installing my Boost Logic Turbo Kit in my 1995 Lexus SC300, and I'm really pumped and excited right now to take you guys along for the journey to see how this entire process goes. But before we jump into that, do me a favor, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It'll help me out a lot. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So here it is. Here it is, ready to go. And what I mean by ready to go, I already got the car up in the air, and I'm gonna try to be as thorough as I can here. So the plan is very simple. Right now, I'm going to focus on removing everything that's in my way. So I have the cold air intake, I have the headers down there, and what I'm probably gonna get started on first is this front bumper. I'm gonna carefully remove everything, label everything so I know what bolts go where. It's not easy. I started doing this here. Got this little rubber thing you want to carefully peel off to get access to more screws. And yeah, it's going to be fun and exciting times. I'll jump back on throughout the video to kind of show you guys what I've done. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, so I did a little bit of work off camera. Don't worry, I'm gonna go back and redo everything and show you guys exactly how I did it all. But let me show you where I'm at so far. And everything that has been done has to be undone here in a second. But and I'll explain why. But here I got the turbo mounted. I wanted to double check fitment, make sure everything fits perfect. And I was a little concerned about this intercooler piping because I'm not sure where everything goes. So I just wanted to kind of play around with all of this. I got the intercooler mounted up first. I put this little bar here across. I plan on using this to support my intercooler. I'll show all of this at a later time. But right now, I am getting ready to take everything off, and I'm gonna basically prep this engine because we have to do some engine work. Basically, this is kind of a little curveball that I'm throwing at you guys. I'm gonna pull the engine out. And while we're at it, I'm also gonna do a compression test. Just another thing we can do here just to make sure that this block is perfectly healthy. That's basically what I'm getting ready to do right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull everything off, and then when I come back, we'll see how far I got. All right, so we're back. We just got done doing the compression test, and I'm just gonna let this guy explain to us what the results are. And yeah, so you wanna tell the viewers what happened?
Sure. So we got 0 across the board. No, we didn't. So there's no intake. There's the upright intake manifold's off. The exhaust manifold is off, and we basically had a 14% swing. And what that means is, our front number was at 240, and our lowest number was at 205. So we had a range of 35 points here, and we're looking for consistency. Right? We're just trying to make sure we don't have 240 here and we don't have 50 on another one. Right? That's ultimately what we're looking for here. And this thing having the ton of miles that it has, 14%, I think that's pretty good. So
full send?
Full send.
All right, so it's almost engine removal time, and before I actually get into that, I figure I'd take a quick moment to kind of do a quick recap and show you guys what's been done. I didn't do a lot of filming because this is the part of the, I guess this is all pretty much boring stuff. If you guys have never taken a 2J engine out of an SC300, it's very easy, very straightforward. The key thing that you want to do is you want to disconnect anything and remove anything that's attached to the body. So for example, you have these two connectors here. That's part of the engine harness. You want to go inside and you want to carefully remove this harness. I have everything in plastic. This is not necessary. I just wanted to keep it all from getting dirty while it's in the dirty engine bay. But you want to carefully, pull everything out, disconnect the ground. You got the alternator, disconnect all that stuff. Heater hoses in the back. Right there. You just want to take your time, go through everything underneath the car. You want to separate the trans, not the trans, but you want to disconnect the drive shaft and the what I did is I unbolted the slave from the transmission itself. Just basically go through the entire car, and then I think you have fuel, disconnect the fuel line and all that sort of stuff. And then the engine should be ready to come out one piece. As far as why I am pulling the engine out, I don't think I did a good job explaining this. to put things in perspective, this car has 200 and let's just say 40,000 miles. I mean, accurately, it's like 239,000 or whatever. So we'll just say 240,000 miles. And I really don't know what's been done to the car as far as, you know, timing belt. I know for a fact that this car needs valve stem seals. It needs front main seal, it needs a rear main seal, it needs the oil pan, it's leaking oil from the oil pan. So this thing has a lot of maintenance that it needs right now, but that's not really the reason why I'm pulling the engine out. The main reason why I'm pulling the engine out is because when you go NAT, you have to drill holes inside of the oil pan, as you probably already know. And yes, you can do it, some guys do it while the block is in the car, but the problem with that is you can run the risk of getting metal shavings in your oil pan, and that's never a good idea. And with this motor being with the amount of miles that it's on, I don't want to take the chance and go that route. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling the engine out, and I'm just going to basically tackle as many maintenance items as I can: water pump, timing belt, all these seals, and drill the oil pan out properly, make sure I don't get any metal shavings in the engine or inside the pan, you know, that sort of stuff. Yo, look how much oil is in that thing. Fresh. How many miles do you think this trans got?
All of them?
All of them?
All of them, bro.
All right, so we just pulled this flywheel off, and you want to tell us what we got?
So nasty.
It's nasty. What's nasty?
That's.
Oh, God, that's disgusting. What are we looking at?
Rear main seal.
That's my rear main seal. Oh,
It was.
Was, right?
Flung. Clean and shiny.
Look how clean that is on this side. And then not so clean.
No, not so clean.
That's disgusting. It's a good thing we're going to replace that, right?
Yeah, with that eBay one you bought, right?
Yeah, the eBay one.
eBay special.
Yeah, eBay special.
Where's your sliding hammer?
It's right here.
I think so.
What's that for?
It's to pull out the rear main seal.
Not the rear main seal.
Sorry, the
Potty bearing.
pilot bearing.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I've seen somebody do that with bread.
Yeah, I've seen it too. I did it once on a diesel truck.
It's amazing what you can do with the right tools. How's that bearing looking?
Doesn't feel too great, but doesn't feel too bad.
Wow.
That felt worse.
Hopefully the camera picked up that. All right, we're gonna keep going away at this, and the goal is to put this on the engine stand and then call it a night. Wow. So that was a lot of work, but everything is where it's supposed to be. Look at that. Got the 2J on the engine stand, no JZ in the engine bay, and we are, I want to say maybe a quarter to a third of the way there. So this thing's gonna need a little bit of work, a little bit of TLC. It's gonna get all the stuff that it needs, all the much needed maintenance and improvements. And before you know it, we are gonna be NAT. So thank you guys for watching so far. If you guys have any questions about anything that you've seen so far in the video, comment below, and make sure you give me a thumbs up, support me, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. You're not gonna wanna miss the next one. In that video, I'm gonna start tearing everything down, cleaning everything up, and yeah, we're gonna be going NAT soon. So catch you guys on the next one. Peace.